Case study based question number 4. A tiling or tessellation of a flat surface is the covering of a plane using one or more geometric shapes called tiles with no overlaps and no gaps. Historically, tessellation were used in ancient Rome and in Islamic art. You may find tessellation patterns on floors, walls, paintings, etc. Shown beside is a tiled floor in the Archaeological Museum of Seville, made using squares, triangles, and hexagons. A craftsman thought of making a floor pattern after being inspired by the above design. To ensure accuracy in his work, he made the pattern on the Cartesian plane. He used regular octagons, squares, and triangles for his floor tessellation pattern. So let us see that one. Here in the graph paper you see, he has made that pattern. Okay. So use the figure to answer the questions that follows. Now first question is that, what is the length of the line segment joining points B and F? Just look at the graph paper and from there we'll write down the coordinates of B. So point B is at this place and the coordinates are 1, 2. Okay, so here I'll write down 1, 2. And for F, see here, F point is at this place and the coordinates of F are -2, 9. So here -2, 9. So once you wrote the coordinates, they are asking us the length. So I'll write down BF by using the distance formula. Correct? So distance formula is what? x2 minus x1. So -2 minus 1 and the bracket square plus y2 minus y1. So 9 minus 2 the bracket square, which is equal to -3 square plus 7 square, which comes as 9 plus 49, right? So which is nothing but under root 58 units. So this is the distance between B and F. Come to the second question. The center Z of the figure given B, the point of intersection of the diagonals of quadrilateral WXOP. So see, quadrilateral WX. So that means this one, then this one, then this one, and then OP here. So this is the quadrilateral. Now this line and this line, they are parallel. Even this other two lines are also parallel. Correct? And this is a rectangle. And if you see the diagonals, these diagonals. So in the rectangle, diagonals are equal. And this point is the intersection point. And we need to find out the coordinates of this point Z. So this Z point is midpoint of any one of the diagonal you can say. So I'll say X and P. So first I'll write down the coordinates of X. Coordinates of X are 4 minus 4, 0. And for P, the coordinates are, just see the point P properly. This one is X coordinate and this one is Y coordinate. That means -3, not -3, +3. So 3, 11. These are the two coordinates. I just need to find out the midpoint. So X, Y here for Z. Midpoint is what? This one, x1 plus x2 by 2. So -4 plus 3 by 2. And the other one is 0 plus 11 by 2. So which comes as -1 by 2. And here 11 by 2. So these are the coordinates of point Z. What are the coordinates of the point on the y-axis equidistant from A and G? So the point on the y-axis, suppose this is the point on the y-axis. So the coordinates will be what? 0, y. And this point is equidistant from A and G. So we need to write down the coordinates of A. This point is A here. The coordinates are what? -2, 2. So this is -2, 2 and coordinates of G. Point G is at this place. So coordinates of G are -4 here and here 7. So minus 4 comma 7, minus 4 comma 7. They said this point is equidistant from A and G. So I will easily write down this distance which is equal to this distance. So I'll write down under root, or I'll go down here. So the space will be there. So under root here, this 0 minus minus 2. So 0 minus minus 2 means what? 2, the bracket square, plus y minus 2 bracket square, which is equal to, once again, under root 0 minus minus 4, that means plus 4 bracket square, plus y minus 7 bracket square. Now from both the sides, we will just remove the square root sign by making the square of both the sides. Once we make the square, that square root sign will just go. So this is 2 square plus y minus 2 bracket square, which is equal to 4 square plus y minus 7 bracket square. We'll make the square now. 4 plus y square minus 4y plus 4, which is equal to 16 plus y square minus 14y plus 49. Okay, y square and y square will cancel from both the sides. See then what happens? Here minus 4y, from that side we'll bring this 14y here, so it will become positive, which is equal to 16 plus 49. It comes as 65 minus 8. So which is equal to here 57, and this becomes 10y. So y, which is equal to 57 by 10, which is nothing but 5.7, right? So that point which is there on the y-axis, the coordinates are what? 0, 5.7. So these are the coordinates of that point. Come to the fourth question. What is the area of trapezium AFGH? Now try to understand. This is the trapezium AF. So this one is here, this one, and this one. Okay, so this is the trapezium. We need to find out the area of it. So we should know the formula of trapezium. So I'll just write down area of AFGH. So the formula is 1 upon 2 sum of the parallel sides. So I'll say A and B are the parallel sides into height, which is equal to 1 upon 2. So the first, this side. So what is the length of this side? See, 1, 2, 3 units. So 3 plus. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Right? So 7 units. So I'll write down 7 into. This is the height of the trapezium, because these two are the parallel sides. This is the height. So height is 2 units. Cancel this 2 and 2. Now 10 square units. So area of trapezium. Correct? Come to the next question now. This is the case study based question 5. The school auditorium was to be constructed to accommodate at least 1500 people. The chairs are to be placed in concentric circular arrangement in such a way that each succeeding circular row has 10 seats more than the previous one. So that means they gave total number of seats. That means Sn is given. Sum of all the, we'll say, concentric circles or seats we can say. So 1500 here. And they have given you common difference also. So 10 seats. So in every row, 10 seats will be more. Now look at the first question. They said if the first circular row has 30 seats, first this side, that means A equal to 30. So here 30. How many seats will be there in the 10th row? So A 10 we need to find out. Simple. A plus 9 D. We have the value of A. We have value of D. So which one will come as 30 plus this 90 will be here. The answer comes as 120. So in the 10th row, there are 120 seats. Second question. For 1500 seats in the auditorium, how many rows need to be there? So they're asking n. Okay, so we need to find out n. So Sn, which is equal to n by 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So here 1500 seats are there, total number of seats, and we don't know, divided by 2. Value of a is 30 plus n minus 1 into here 10. So this 2 will go this side, it will become 3000, which is equal to n in the bracket. This is 60 plus 10 into n is 10n minus 10. Okay, now come to the next one. Here 3000 as it is, which is equal to n in the bracket 60 minus 10, which is 50 plus 10n. I think so we'll get the quadratic equation here. So 10n square and here 3000. Now one thing you just observe. In this quadratic equation, if we divide it by 10, so these zeros will get cancelled. Okay. So I'll write down the quadratic equation in the simplest form. That is n square plus 5n. This 300 will go that side. It will become minus 300, which is equal to 0. This is our quadratic equation. We need to split the middle term. So product is 300 and sum is 5. So two numbers are. Here if I write down 15 twos are, that means 20. So minus 15 plus 20, the product will be minus 300 and sum is 5. So these are the two numbers. Okay. So directly I'll write down n minus 15 is one factor and n plus 20 is the another factor, which is equal to 0. So n minus 15 equal to 0 and here n plus 20 which is equal to 0. So what happens now? I get n which is equal to 15 and here n which is equal to minus 20. So this answer is invalid. This is the correct one. So total number of rows in the auditorium are 15. Third one, if 1500 seats are to be arranged in the auditorium, how many seats are still left to be put after 10th row? That means, see, here Sn, or you can say S15 because 15 rows are there. S15 minus S10, right? So here, how many seats are there that we need to find out? So from total number of seats, we will remove the total number of seats till 10th row. So we'll get the remaining seats. So here we know total number of seats 1500 seats minus sum of all the seats till 10th row. That means n by 2 here. I'll write down the first row seats plus the last one. That means 10th one. Okay, so here 1500 minus 10 by 2. In the first row, how many were there? 30 seats were there. In the last row, that means 10th row, A10. A10 just now we found in the previous one. So what was that? 120. So it comes as 2 ones are. This is 5 here. This is 1500 minus 5 in the bracket. What is that? 150. 150. Now here 1500 minus 750, which comes as 750. So after 10th row, there are 750 seats are there between 10th row and 15th row. Okay, come to the fourth question. If there were 17 rows, imagine. So here from 1st to 17, 1 to 17, 17 rows. In the auditorium, how many seats will be there in the middle row? So middle row, what number comes here? 9th one will be the middle row. So I need to find out A9. So A plus 8D, A we know that is 30, 8D we know that is 10. So 30 plus 80, which comes as 110. So in the 9th row, That means in the middle row, there are 110 seats.